Hi, I'm Simon Young from Duncan Fitness Centre, and we're going to cover lean eating for women, phase 2, workout 2. First up is a side plank. We're going to go from our beginner level all the way up. So on the side plank, a couple of things. We want to make sure that the elbow aligns with the shoulder. Beginner version is going to be knees stacked. You're going to slide your hand under your hips and lift up and through. Imagine that you're leaning against a wall with your head, shoulder blades and bum. You're lifted in this position. There is no shrugging here. Place your hand at your side. Do the reps count on both sides. To progress that further, we're going to straighten out our legs. Lifting up through, no shrugging, straight line, so no dropping of the chin, arm by the side or arm in the air. To progress that further, we're going to lift that top leg, turn the heel out very slightly. Keep leaning against the imaginary wall with your head, shoulder blades, bum and calf muscles. And control it down. Next, we've got a split squat or a rear foot elevated split squat, a high incline press and a lateral squat. On the split squat, we want to make sure that our shin on that front leg is vertical, so the knee lines up with the ankle. Hips and shoulders are square. On the back leg, the knee, hip, shoulder, ear lines up. We want to use this part, the glute hamstring. So when we stand, the knee does not travel forwards. One of the best ways of doing that is actually to start with your shin against the box. Get the hip nice and square, shoulders nice and square, put your hands up at chest height, put the shoulder blades together. Push through that front, midsole and heel, and use this glute. Pull the back knee towards the floor and push through. We want to make sure that we're using the midsole and the heel on that front foot to drive it up, not pushing with the back leg. Once your split squats are good, you can go to a rear foot elevated split squat. Exactly as the name suggests, you're going to elevate that back foot. I prefer to have the sole of the foot nice and flat facing the ceiling. Front leg out, hips good and square. Shoulders down and back. Drive up and through. Pull that back knee towards the floor, near vertical shin. To progress this further, you can elongate the body by putting the arms in the air. Second exercise is a high incline press. Take your band. Stamp on it. We had this in workout number 1. Hips are square, bring the band up to shoulder height. Hips good and square. You're going to press through a high incline angle and control it down. Alternatively, you can mount your band low down. So find a sturdy pillar or post, mount the band low down. Hips nice and square. Band is over the top of the upper arm. Press to the top corner of the room and control it down. Don't let the hips and shoulders move. Finally, we have the lateral squat. Take a wide stance. Put your fingers into your hip bones. Relax your shoulders. Push your hips to the side and back. Keep those feet nice and parallel like they're on skis. Feel a light stretch in the inner thigh. You're loaded in the glute. Push it up to the top. Sit over and back. Keep a natural arc in your spine and stand up. To increase this, reach the hands out in front as you push the lower part of the glute to the rear. So you're going to go here. Push the hips out and back. Keep the lower back flat. Don't collapse. Push up to the top. Final exercise pairing is the deadlift and a one-arm pull down. Take your band, put it over your wrist, and then grab the band. That will take pressure off the gripping and mean you've got a really strong pull. Slide the band under your instep. You want your feet hip width apart. And just stand up with it. The first thing you'll notice is how you collapse in your upper back. So that's going to teach you how to correctly deadlift at the top. You corkscrew the feet into the floor, you squeeze your bum, you pull your shoulder blades down and back, and you tuck your chin. So in this position, you've got tight abs, tight glutes, tight mid upper back, chin tucked. Initiate the movement by pushing the hips back. Keep the upper back nice and tight so there is no shrugging, no collapse. Keep it a straight line from your head to your tailbone. Find those hamstrings. You're then going to drive through your heels, squeeze your bum, pull your shoulder blades back, slide the chin tuck, push the hips back, pause. Find those hamstrings, neutral spine, strong knee. One arm pull down from a tall kneel. Securely support your band. Kneel on down. So my band's up top and I've got my hand into a double band. Nice and tall here. Neutral pelvis again. Shoulders are nice and open so we've got a good gap between our ear and shoulder. From this position, we pull down and back. I rotate my palm to face me because it is more comfortable. And then I do sort of a corkscrew motion on the way up. I don't know whether you can see that, like a corkscrew. I find that more comfortable, but I'm pulling the motion from here. So when I'm in my top position, I'm not shrugging. I pull this tight, I'm engaged here, got a good gap, I pull down, control up. You can actually take the non-working hand and put it onto the lat so you feel it working. But when you do this, do it from a tall, kneeling position. Do your reps on each side. So that's lean eating for women, phase 2, workout number 2.